Hello, everybody. I want to talk to you today about pure white and deadly. How sugar is killing us and what we can do to stop it. This book was originally published in 1972 by a guy named Dr. John Yudkin, who was way back when saying we're eating too much sugar. It's now followed up with a guy named Dr. Robert Lustig. He's published information following up on Yudkin on the real truth about sugar. And basically, the bottom line is this. You want to view sugar as a poison, no joke. And I get plenty of people who come in here and they say, oh, I'm a vegetarian. Usually what that means to me is you're a sugartarian. So the vegetarians sometimes are the sickest people I see because most of them are not true vegetarians. It means that I've removed meat, I've removed dairy, I've removed fish, even some of them I've removed eggs. But boy, am I pounding my sugars because I'm a vegetarian. That's the best thing in the world. It's not. You can eat small amounts of protein and be fine. I'm not a total believer in that you need to be vegetarian at all. I think more vegetables definitely is good. More fruits are definitely good. But there's definitely an amount of protein that we need. And if you fill in that gap of the protein that you pulled out with the sugar, oh my gosh, are you moving in the wrong direction? So the first thing that you can look at with sugar is this. If there's anyone in your family drinking soda, iced teas, all of this garbage, these fruit drinks, get them out. By the way, apple juice, orange juice is the same thing as having a glass of soda. Wine also, ladies, if you want to get fat, I hate to say it, if you want to get fat, you keep drinking your wine. Wine is loaded with sugar. And over time, it causes dysglycemia. And dysglycemia means my blood sugar is bouncing around like this. If you start to notice women that are drinking a lot of wine, they get very puffy looking over time because they're whacking out their blood sugar. Each glass of wine is a glass of soda. And I know some women that may have, 2 to 3 glasses of wine 3 to 4 times a week. Calculate it out. 50 to 100 glasses of sugar a month. And we're wondering why we have all these health problems. So too much sugar when it comes in creates dysbiosis in the gut. You grow abnormal bacteria in the gut, which whacks out the whole immune system. It also directly whacks out the immune system. It causes dysglycemia, which means your blood sugar is bouncing around. And it is a major, major, major player in almost every single disease that's out there, from heart disease to cancer to stroke to autoimmune to depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all of it, sugar is behind it. So we have to start looking at this and removing this. By the way, so we talked about the drinks. The next one is all of the grains and the cereals. Oh my gosh, do we eat too much of this too? This is cookies, cakes, soda, iced tea, white bread, white pasta. Oh my gosh. And I see what kids eat. This to me is unbelievable. The crime that we're doing when we let kids wake up in the morning and they have a glass of orange juice and a bowl of high sugar cereal. Then later on, they're going to have a sandwich with 2 more slices of bread. They're going to have some pasta. They're going to have another juice. They're going to sneak in some candy. Then for dinner, we're going to probably have mac and cheese. We're going to have a little soda. And then they're going to have some ice cream. Oh my gosh. I mean, so not only is sugar debilitating to the body because it whacks everything out and it causes your blood sugar to bounce all over the place, you also get 0 nutrients. 0. So you keep sending this stuff in. It's like a skeleton. You're causing massive damage to the body and the brain. You're draining the body and the brain of all of its vital nutrients to process this garbage, and you don't replenish anything. So how I describe your vitamins and minerals is like a 55-gallon drum. What you're supposed to be doing is your body pulls out of the 55-gallon drum the vitamins and minerals and essential nutrients it needs to work properly. And then your food, by the way, the name of nutrition or nutritious means I should be eating for value, not eating because it tastes like $1 million and it's a sweet cookie. We got to teach people the purpose of the food. Anyway, as you eat this sugar, you're basically getting zero nutrients. So guess what starts to happen? Your 55-gallon drum that's supposed to be filled to the top 90% full of vitamins and minerals so your body can draw off what it needs and work properly in your mind, in your emotions, in your body, becomes depleted. And then guess what starts to happen? Pathways in my body start to shut down. So let's just talk about two simple things. A magnesium deficiency, that's a major player in a lot of people. Over 300 different enzymatic reactions are required for magnesium. If you don't have magnesium, the wonderful innate intelligence inside your body makes a decision that says, you know what, we have to shut down these pathways. And of the 300 normal pathways that are supposed to run, maybe you're running 60. Those pathways just keep you alive. But the rest of them are all turned off. So you could have multiple different symptoms and multiple different problems from a simple nutrient deficiency because you eat too much sugar and you don't replenish your 55-gallon drum. Another big one that you're going to get from eating too much sugar is poor methylation. Oh my gosh. Methylation, this is involved in over 200 different biochemical pathways. And if you want to get major, what they're calling psychiatric issues, eat a lot of sugar, wipe out your ability to methylate, and wonder why my brain doesn't work. Most neurotransmitter problems, low serotonin, low dopamine, low norepinephrine, and low GABA, are driven by blood sugar issues. And blood sugar issues many times are whacked out from, guess what? Too much sugar. I mean, it's just too much coming in. We can't process it. So, hopefully you see that you want to decrease this. And if you have kids, you got to go back. First thing you do is all those juices, all those drinks are gone. They're gone. Next thing you got to look at is what are they eating on a day-to-day basis. Minimal 3 vegetables, 2 fruits a day. 3 vegetables, 2 fruits a day. By the way, if you have kids, you give them the vegetable and fruit first, and then you give them their food second. If you don't do that, they're not going to do it. After a while, guess what? They just get used to it. So my kids, when it's lunch or dinner time, hey, here's your salad. They slug it down, then I give them the meal. It's ultimately your responsibility to take care of yourself. And I hear this too, like, well, how do I get my kids to change this? You simply do it. You do it. You're responsible for you and your kids. So once again, cut down on the pure white and deadly because it's total garbage and it will kill you. Thanks.